All right, we're back for another review video. This is High Value English Review, Lesson 10. So now we're almost 25% into this series, and this is another lesson I enjoy teaching. I call them the group words, and only four in this set. I call them both, all, either, and neither. And I think the idea is pretty simple, that these words are used to indicate, both means two of something, two of two, all means 100% of something, of whatever. Either means, I call it, there's one choice but two options. And then neither means, I think, zero of two options, right? So no. Okay. And anyway, that's just a quick, explanation of them. But why are they important? I think because they help to signal to the listener exactly how many you're talking about. So you could say, for example, I say, oh, my parents bought me a birth. Let's say my parents, I don't know, not bought. Let's say my parents, I don't know, came to my dance recital, right? So parents, I'm going to say is, typically two. So if that's plural parents, that means two. So, but when you say both of my parents, that just signals immediately I'm saying two. It's both mother and father. The two parents came. And so usually in my teaching I say, well, you want to try to cut the words that you don't need to say if it communicates the same meaning. My parents came, both of my parents came. It could be, after this, the listener might say, questions. Maybe they didn't hear you, or my parents came. Oh, your mother and father came together? Yes. I mean, yes, that's right. So maybe if there's this question, that was yes. They came. Right? So you could say in this exchange, there's no new information. It's just saying that my parents came. Oh, they came? Yes, they came. Right? So I would say this is, confirming or checking the information you heard. Maybe usually the parents don't come, or maybe only one comes, or maybe zero, come to your dance recital. In this case, yes, please immediately understand both of my parents came. Then you get the reaction. Then, this question, oh, your mother, father? Yes, you don't have to ask that. You don't have to check. You don't have to confirm. You get the response from this person. Oh, wow. That's rare. Or maybe it's a rare case. Or that's great. Or, oh, wow. I'm glad. Right? So now we're not just cutting words to make it as fast as possible. We're now attaching words to cut questions that you don't want to ask or you don't want to answer. So I put these words into a special case. I call them signal words, which help to gesture and signal, please understand immediately. No, don't ask a question to confirm if this is correct. Just immediately understand. Anyway, that's for the actual lesson, which is on the other series, High Value English. So you can watch that for the full version. But let's do these exercises. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here we go. Let's do these. So number 1, blah blah people are responsible for taking care of blah blah earth and blah blah environment. Okay, so Let's see. So immediately here, so let's look at these. Earth. There's one Earth. And environment, that is, yeah, that means, nature, or, the part of the earth around you immediately. So these are actually both cases the words would be the, because if you're a human, the earth. If you say what earth, then you must be maybe an alien. And next one is also the environment. Okay, so those are both nouns that everybody knows. You must know this. So usually the environment. You could say there is a version of an environment, which just means living situation, near somebody. But usually the environment means for nature. And so, but what about here? What about here? So people are responsible. So this is actually correct. This is, you could finish it here. You could just say people, humans, are responsible for taking care of the earth. But I'm going to attach this signal word here. You don't want to say, both people. Well, who? Only two? No. All people, right? So that I'm signaling all people, right? Every human on the earth. Okay? Number 2. I asked blah blah of my parents if we could go to Disneyland this summer, but blah 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 of them said yes. So I'm disappointed. Okay, this is a tricky one already. Number 2. So let's see. I asked blah blah of my parents. Again, so we got the of, it's a hint. So I just talked about that. So parents, usually 2. So we're going to say both. I asked both of my parents. So that means I asked my mother, asked my father, or I asked the 2 people if we could go to Disneyland this year. But blah blah of them said yes. So I'm disappointed. So that means that's bad news. So if you said both of them said yes, yes. Oh, good. But why disappointed? So that doesn't make sense. It's not both. The answer is neither. Neither of them said yes. So 0 people, 0 of 2 said yes. Or both of them said no. Neither said yes. So I'm disappointed. So yeah, that's a 0 of, I asked 2 of 2 if we could go, but 0 of 2 said yes. So too bad. Okay. Number 3. I couldn't decide between chocolate and vanilla ice cream. Blah blah. I know that blah blah. Blah blah 1 are delicious. Let's see. Did I get that right? I couldn't decide. Vanilla ice cream. Blah blah. I know that blah blah 1 are delicious. Let's see. So I couldn't be. Blah blah. I know. Okay. So let's just do this one first. Blah blah 1. Blah blah 1 are delicious. So here we've got the hint is option chocolate, option ice cream. So that's 2 option, and we got 1. The word 1. So that signals probably the word is either one. Is that right? Either one are delicious. Both. Yeah. Oh, I guess this could be a mistake here. Either one are delicious. Either one. I want to say either one is delicious. That should be is. That's what my sense says. So, blah blah. I know that either one is delicious. Is there another word I was thinking? That both one, all one, neither one are. No, I guess that's either. Yeah, that's a mistake. That should be is. So let's see. Now what about here? I couldn't say between chocolate and ice cream because. Oh, that's what I think. Yeah, because. There you go. I filled it in with my natural sense. I couldn't decide between two options. Between, that's another good word. You know, something in the middle, but it means you got left and right, or, you know, on both sides, either side. So between chocolate and vanilla ice cream, because I know that either one is delicious. Either one. Why did that say R? I don't know. That's an error. All right, let's go. Number 4. Tennis requires blah blah mental and physical strength. Blah blah blah. Unfortunately, I am strong in blah blah blah. Okay. So tennis requires, or you must have, mental and physical. So A and B. So that sounds to me, it requires both. Okay. And again, look, notice how you can take it out. Requires mental, physical strength. That's right. There's no mistake here. But yeah, the speaker wants to signal you need these two. You need these two together. Both mental, physical strength. Blah blah. Unfortunately, so here this looks like a connector, so we're going to say, but unfortunately, I am strong in, the answer is neither. Okay, so tennis needs A and B, but unfortunately, I am strong in 0. So the hint, yeah, unfortunately 0. And another tricky one there. Let's keep going. Oh, that's actually, no, this is the last one. This one says 5. Blah blah pandas are from China. So blah blah Chinese government actually lends blah blah to various countries as panda diplomacy. Okay, so let's see. So blah blah pandas. This is gonna be. So yeah, this. You know, we know that pandas are only from China. So that means if you have a panda in your local zoo, or if you have one, you can go visit in your country, and you don't live in China, then it's got to be all pandas are from China. So blah blah government. So government, that is countable, and so yeah, this is another hint. We need to say the Chinese government. That's a famous, everybody knows. You know, there's if you know China the country, then you know there must be a government. So the Chinese government actually lends blah blah to. So you can see lend. So that means you can keep. It's our panda, but you can keep it. You can keep it for a while, or them to various countries as panda diplomacy. Yeah, so yeah, that's a good way. Everybody loves pandas, so they want to go see and think about and think they like China too. Okay, now we got 2 questions here, two written ones. Part B. What do all of your friends enjoy, but you think it's so? So let's see, for example, we'll say, well, all of my friends love, what could love? I don't know. Love basketball, but it's too much running for me, so I rarely play with them. Okay, yeah, that's pretty simple. So all of your friends, so all of this group of people, they all enjoy. All my friends love basketball, but it's too much running. It is. Okay. Number 2. Do you resemble either of your parents? In what way? So resemble means, that means, you know, look like, or I can see this looks similar to. And yeah, resemble usually means the design of your face looks like another face. You know, your parents. So do you remember, do you resemble either of your parents? That means one or the other. Or both, I guess you could say. So let's see what answer. So I think I resemble my mother because I have the same eye color as her. But maybe my head is shaped more like my father. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, that's a good way. Either. I guess so this question is asking, do you resemble one of them more than the other? Of course you must resemble both of them because you have the same DNA, but this is just saying, is there one, I think I resemble my mother more so because I have the same eye color as her, but maybe my head's shaped my father. Okay, so anyway, yeah, not so tough question there. And yeah, finished in about 16 minutes. So leave your questions or comments or original sentences in the comments. Oops. Maybe like that. And I'll try to help you there. But also check the lesson 10 lesson video in the series. You get more examples there. And also subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one.